Vamos! And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. That is Paula Badosa from Spain. Now, listen, she has dominated Ons Jabeur in the past. They've played several times, ladies and gentlemen. They played a total of 4 times. And look, Paula Badosa's won 3 of them. We saw Paula Badosa take out Ons Jabeur on clay in Stuttgart last year in 3 sets. We saw her defeat her at the Indian Wells in two en route to her first Masters championship, which propelled her into the rankings and the WTA finals. That's right. We saw Ons Jabeur take out Paula Badosa a couple years ago in Miami. That went three, and a young Paula Badosa, 18 years old, barely took out Ons Jabeur at the U.S. Open in 2015 when Serena Williams was just still dominating the sport. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, on clay, Paula Badosa has she's the more experienced clay player, but she doesn't really have a better win percentage. She's won 7 of her last 10, but when it comes to clay, listen, she's 14-7 on the season. She's 8-3 on clay this year. She went 8-5 last year, coming off of a 32 win season, down from the previous year when she won 43 matches. Ouch. She was big time. That's right. After winning the Indian Wells, now look, Ons Jabeur wins about 65% of her clay matches, but I mean, recently, in the last couple of years, she's winning 80% of her clay matches. And her and Iga are just dominating clay matches the last couple of years in terms of win percentage. But Ons Jabeur has to find her rhythm. And I say it all the time, tennis is about rhythm, timing, form, confidence. And Ons Jabeur coming off of an injury, it's understandable that she's going to start slow. Someone like Sabalenka, though, yesterday, blaming her loss on fatigue is unacceptable, right? You had a week off. You're not injured. You should be training and practicing. Now, how does that happen? Well, it happens when you're not focusing on tennis. Look, I've had several matches where I take my focus off of the match, going out to eat, enjoying the city. You gain weight, you come back, you try to, you know, regain or implement that form that you've had all year, and it's not fair. Yes, literally a few days, all it takes is a few days. A week is way too much time. All it takes is a few days to lose your form if you're not eating right, or watching your diet, exercising, working out, focusing on your craft. You can lose your form in just a week's time. Yes, I've done it myself. I know it can happen. So for Sabalenka to blame her match on fatigue is unacceptable. There's no elevation here in Rome. And the reality here is, taking a look at this match, Ons Jabeur, it's understandable for her to not have her form because she's coming back from an injury. She hasn't played full speed, right? So the reality here is, she gets destroyed in the first set. We're gonna see if she can bounce back. I think she can. It's just it's gonna take a set. It's gonna take shots, repetition for her to find that form that she always has on clay. Stay tuned.